Hello, my quilty friends. It's Stacy of Stacy Create Stuff, and today we are working on block 4 of the Haven Quilt Along. If you are just joining me for the Quilt Along, it is not too late to join the fun. I release videos each week, but you can work on them at your own pace. The Quilt Along guide is available for free from my website. And if you join the Haven mailing list, you will get a PDF copy of the block instructions in your inbox. And if you are joining midway through, still not a problem. You will get a series of emails over the course of about 2 days that catch you up. And one last thing, if you enjoy the colorways that I have chosen to do this quilt in, we have the Forest Lake colorway and also the Painted Desert. Both of those are available as kits from my favorite quilt shop, Vintage Pink and Green. Links to all those things are in the description below. This week, our block gives us a break from half square triangles and weird angled triangles. It's all just squares and rectangles. The cross block is based off of a 9 patch, but it is not an even 9 patch. It's an uneven 9 patch where all of the main 9 units are slightly different in size. The very center and the outer corners are all squares, and the inner parts that form the cross are rectangles. Those rectangles are made of 3 pieces, and the center piece is a mini 9 patch, but not the mini 9 patches that we made in the first lesson from this quilt along. So let's just get to it. This is a very easy block to make, and you only need to make 4. Block 4 is all squares and rectangles. So let's lay out how this goes together. We have our large blue squares. These are navy. And then we have components that fill in. So on the edges here we have our strips. This is teal 1. And then we have pale green that's going to go down the center of those. And in the center, we have a 9 patch. So it has a blue center, and then goldenrod edges, and pale green corners. The cross block is essentially a 9 patch. Now it's an uneven 9 patch because even though these look as wide as these squares here, by the time they're sewn, they are actually a narrower part. And that's fine, it all works out. But basically you're going to have 3 units across the top and the middle and the bottom, and then you have 3 rows. But in order to sew it all together, you need to make each of the units. So for these units, you can see what I mean by narrower here. We're going to put these pieces in. And then in the center, we have a 9 patch unit. And now you can more clearly see how it goes together. So mini 9 patch, big 9 patch. And I'm just going to sew each of the units into rows, and then I'll sew the rows together. And here we have a completed block 4. We need to make 4 of these in total. The unfinished block should measure 12.5 inches square. And here you have the blocks up on the design wall. This block starts the next ring of blocks. I don't recommend sewing your block rows together yet because I have a whole video coming out after we've made all of the blocks and all of the border blocks about arranging the pieces. There is more than one way to arrange this quilt. So let's take a look at the Painted Desert colorway. And there you have it, my friends, a very simple block, the cross block. that easily goes together. Remember, you only need to make 4 of these blocks and they should go together pretty quickly. Next week, we are back making some half square triangle units for our block. Until then, why not check out this?